Hi Israel, it's Jeff again with Zucor Marketing. We're based in San Antonio, Texas. We specialize exclusively in helping trade companies like remodelers, drywall repairs, roofers, painters to get more customers through Google. We've actually helped over 100 companies just like yours to do exactly that. And in this video, I'm going to show you specifically what's holding your website back and what your top competitor is doing differently that's allowing them to beat you right now. Let me start with a quick result from a recent client we work with, which is in a remodeling company in a similar market to yours. So when they came up to us, they were roughly getting 4 calls a week from their website. And after we implemented the same changes I'm about to show you, they were getting 11 valid leads a week within 90 days. I'm sharing that because I want you to understand that what I'm about to show you isn't something theoretical. These are real changes that produce real results for companies exactly like yours. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your website. Well, compared to your top competitors, your website is average at best. I'm going to show you exactly why. Well, the gap isn't about on how your website looks, it's on how Google sees it. Right now, Google doesn't see it the way it needs to in order to put you in front of customers who are actively searching for your services. There are three main areas where your website is falling short, so let's go ahead and go through each one of them. First one is the content. Google is looking for 1,500 words on a homepage, and of course, the more relevant content you have, the more Google considers you an expert in your field, and the higher it will rank you on Google as well. Let's go ahead and do a quick count just to see how many words you have on your homepage. We'll currently have 952 words. Well, that is significantly short of what Google wants to see. So by adding additional relevant content to your homepage, that will, of course, directly improve on how Google will rank you. Moving on to the next one, which is the second one, the keywords. Keywords are the exact words or phrases your customers type into Google when they're searching for businesses like yours. For example, someone in your market might type for, drywall repair in Dallas, Texas, into the search, and then Google will scan your website looking for those exact phrases. So the more you use the right keyword throughout your content, the more Google considers your website relevant to those searches. And of course, the higher it will rank you on the Google searches. However, repeating the keyword too many times is called keyword stuffing, and of course, Google will actually penalize you for it. So the goal here is strategic usage. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how Google actually displays their search results. So when you do a search, you'll actually see three types of results. So at the very top, we have here is what we call the map pack, which takes into account the distance of the business from the person doing the search. And being here is extremely valuable because this listings gets a lot of attentions and clicks. The results here are actually your complete Google business profile, including reviews, call button, updates, and many more, and not just a link to your website. And below the map pack are the organic search results, which many people call the real results because they're not paid ads. So these are websites that Google considers most relevant based on the keywords being searched and the factors about the quality of your website. So we have here your top competitors' website. Let's go ahead and see what they're doing differently. And this is exactly who's taking most customers away from you right now. And as we pull up their website right off the bat, they actually have a crystal clear call to action the moment you land on their homepage. They have an enormous amount of, keyword optimized contents throughout their website. They have detailed service pages, regularly updated blogs, and tons of great contents. Every one of this tells Google that this is an important and a trustworthy website, and Google actually rewards them by putting them at the top of the search results. And moving on to the numbers, so we have here Ahrefs. This is actually the tool or a professional tool that most SEO specialists use to evaluate websites. Now I'll go ahead and walk you through the numbers. Starting off with DR, this is the level of trust that Google has in your website and UR is the overall strength of your website. Backlinks are links from other websites pointing to yours, so think of them as recommendations or shoutouts from around the internet. And the more high quality backlinks you have, the more important Google considers your website and the higher it ranks you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your competitors' numbers and compare them with yours. So starting off with DR and UR, it does show that Google considers their website a much more trustworthy, although you have the same level of strength. They also have more backlinks and more keywords, which gave them way more traffic within the last 30 days. Well, what that actually means is that Google currently trusts their website significantly more than yours, and the difference translates directly into them receiving more calls and leads from customers who search exactly what you offer. And those are customers who also never even saw your website because, this competitor showed up first on the searches. So just to summarize what we found, your website actually needs better content and more keywords to meet Google's requirements, and you need significantly more high quality backlinks to close the trust gap between your website and your competitors. And each of this is flexible. I mean, none of them actually requires rebuilding your website from scratch. They are specific, targeted improvements that will directly impact where you ranks where Google will rank you, and thus how many new customers you get versus your competitors. Now, some of these changes are things that you can actually begin working on with yourself. And this video has given you a clear picture of exactly where to focus. But of course, if you want quickly and completely beat your competitors, we can definitely help you out with it. Also, our founder, Samuel Turcott, is a marketing specialist who has worked with trade companies for over 25 years. He does a limited number of free 20-minute deep dive calls with business owners where he builds a specific action plan tailored to your website, your services, and your local market. It's a genuine working session. It's not a sales call. He'll tell you exactly what you should and in what order, and you can take that plan and do whatever you like with it. And of course, I'm also going to be following up in a couple of days. And if what you've seen in this video resonates with you, it's worth 20 minutes of your time to talk with him directly. So really do appreciate your time. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.